in Geneva, we're expecting a resolution to be passed, and the text that's up for discussion is a text that calls for humanitarian access to Syria, and particularly to the cities of Homs, Daraa and Zabadini, which sounds like, if it were passed and enacted, that would be a real improvement for the lives of Syrian people. Now, that text is very likely to be passed because there's no veto in the Human Rights Council. But of course, it would have much more weight if the Russians would back it. It would send a message to Syria that its biggest ally thinks that what it's doing is not acceptable. But that is very unlikely to happen. The Russian ambassador told me yesterday he thought this whole debate was useless because nothing has changed in Syria since the last time the Human Rights Council discussed it. The fact that the Syrians walked out of this meeting now, it doesn't really change the outcome of the vote because they're not members of the Human Rights Council. But of course, it does mean that they're showing the world that they really don't care about the outside opinion. Now, the Human Rights Council is perhaps sometimes criticised for allowing in members with less than perfect records of human rights, but that's its strength also. It lets everybody comes along to the council and everyone is criticised. So if the Syrians are now rejecting this council, then it means that one way of engaging with them and the regime is therefore cut off. So now probably a lot more hope will be riding on Kofi Annan, the newly appointed special envoy to Syria. And I think because all sides have basically greeted his appointment with a positive reaction, so probably a lot more hope will be now riding on his shoulders.